Hi, everybody. Welcome to the mess on my desk. That's probably what I should even call this channel. Welcome to the mess on my desk. You know what? It is almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I've only been awake for an hour because I've been trying to keep my legs elevated. And when I elevate my legs, I just fall asleep. And so, anyhow, I got this book yesterday or whenever I got it. I got it a couple days ago. Fragmentation and Repair. It was by Shelley Rhodes. It was somebody else that I was watching had this book, and I said, "Holy smokes, I need that one too." But oh my gosh, the interesting stuff that's in there, the interesting stuff. Oh my gosh, it just absolutely apt. Oh, I'm still in my nightgown. Oh, that's okay. But I'm learning about different things. This book doesn't really teach. It just talks to you about different art pieces that are fragmented. There's fabric, there's paper. I haven't even looked at all the pictures yet. I mean, to tell you, but I am just absolutely enamored at what I'm seeing in here. Oh my word. Now, see here, look at some of these pieces in here. I think they're beautiful. Look at these. These are like box brownie camera, it says. There's stories. Well, here on this side it says things to try. I've got a lot to read in here, but this kind of, look at these. These are just all blues, just fragments of fabric, just put together. And then some of the stuff that I've read already, it's telling how there's some kind of acidy things, which I won't do that, is to put on fabric and that'll eat it away and stuff. And some of these are just old fabrics and things that have been found, and they put them, like this one's got little sticks in here. It's just, and nothing is like organized. There's something. Here it's just joining fragments. But I am loving this book so much. And like here, they're talking about pins, tape, fusible webbing, different things that can put this stuff together. Metal and wire, tacks and nails, plaster. There's like a little bit of everything in here. And I just love it. And so I'm going to be really going through this book and getting ideas of different things that I can put in my slow stitch journals. Now, see, lately, this last few days, and many of you might have already seen this, quickly I'll go through this one that I've already finished, is just slow stitching and really no, no, I don't know, no organization or anything. It's just stuff that I've put together and then stitched into the book. And so all the pages are finished. I love this one with this raggedy piece of quilt. But that's that. And that one's like finished. There's no more pages left in that one for me to do. But now that I'm looking at I pulled out, I played some last night. If you can see how I've, you can see it on the back of that piece better than on the front, where I've just pulled out threads out of the centers. Like I'm using my metal fine crochet hook a lot. You can just poke that into the center and grab a piece of thread and pull that thread out of there. In fact, I remember when I was like in the 6th or 7th grade in a home ec class, and we were learning to make, well, we made an outfit. We made a gathered skirt and a blouse that was almost like a pillowcase kind of blouse. And the way we were taught to get a straight line to cut in our fabric was to pull a thread pull one thread out all the way, and then cut along that where you pulled that thread out. But so I started just pulling little pieces, especially in my wool. Oh my God, I about used up all my wool. I'm gonna have to find if I can find another way of buying wool scraps. But see here, like some of this wool that's you can actually see the weave in it. You know, you can see it in there good, and then just pull a thread, pull the threads, pull the threads off the edges. This one, I think I would cut this one a little bit shorter, and then just fray the edges as best I can. That one doesn't want to fray, so if I go and pull, go this way, and then I can fray it just to make it look. Then I'm also thinking, I'm just loving this. So, you know, and here's some of the threads that I've pulled out and off. And I just have a piece of purple right here just to kind of, it's just this is a piece of felt. I can just put those on here like this. And I can then start taking my pieces. Actually, this is just a piece that I had cut off of a longer piece of a snippet roll. This is one of the things I do with a little snippet roll, and I did that one on burlap. But you can cut pieces, like when you make a snippet roll, and it's got all these different fabrics and different, when you cut that into pieces, it really I don't know, it does something to it. It's fun. It's just fun. So, but here's one piece of wool that I pulled it apart and aged it looking. And so, you know, I could just start with a piece of fabric in the back that you use for the, you know, just the backing. And then there was a few. Oh, this then was linen, this linen piece. Look at this piece right here. That's just a piece of linen, which the linen really does good. Poke it in there and get a thread and pull. It pulls that thread out so nice. And pull them threads. Just pull them out. Just pull them and pull them. And I love how this linen works. And then I was thinking with the linen especially, because I started with a table. It's a tablecloth that I have. And I just started cutting it apart. Just cutting pieces, and don't even cut them. They don't have to be in a perfect square, a perfect circle, or anything. Just cut a piece. And then pull them threads out of there. And see what happens. This turns your little crafting thing into a real, it's really art when you do this. And so what if I were, see, this is pretty big to put on. Let me see if I can, I'll make it into smaller little pieces here. And then fragment this edge off. Get it fraggy. Just leave those on there. Just leave them on there. And then put that piece on there. And then this is some lace. Maybe a piece of that lace. Put that in here somewhere. And then, oh, look at this. See how that turned out? How pretty. Just pulling those threads out of there. And maybe put that there. Maybe a piece of this. Maybe a piece of this right here. And then let's see. Oh my gosh, just everything. Look at this piece. I really have to get a larger. See, I was thinking in this book that I'm going to make this into a book here. If I use a larger piece even. Oh my word. Just has me so excited as to what I can. I had it pinned right there because I wanted to open. Okay, I can do it now. Just let's see. Oh, look at this piece. See that? How that is? I love it. We can put that piece like right there. Some of this, like this, this is like been woven and then felted, and so it's you can't hardly get anything. Well, you can kind of get it a little bit fragment on the edges, frayed, but it's hard to get anything out of the middle. But it's beautiful. And this, look at this. Get some more of these threads. Let's put some more of these threads right here. And just, we do not have, okay, look at this piece then that I got from there. Let me fray the edge of that a little bit more. And put that right there. And then, are you blowing on me? Oh, and look at this piece. This was a piece of like upholstery fabric here. This one wasn't wool, but I started pulling on pieces in this one too. And I like that a lot. Okay, Papa. Okay, Papa. But oh my gosh, these pieces that I've been just playing with I'm just excited about them. Okay, this one is the same as that piece. And oh, this one was that piece of fabric. I have another one there that was a little bit more frayed. I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what what I'm learning about. But all the stories in this book, as I'm reading along, like one part of it was emotional pieces, and to read the stories about how the artists came up with doing these. Like one of them was just it was like mothers who had to drop off their children somewhere because they just could not take care of their children. And then wherever they were dropping them off, if it was an orphanage or whatever, in another country, they were asked to leave a little piece of something, just a little piece of something that they could just put with their records or something. And then they used pieces of these pieces of something and went together and put together a like something like this. And so then they would name that piece of art as for a remembrance of these children and their stories. And so I'm not really giving you not it's hard for me to retell a story. Oh, that one's in there nice and tight. But see how on the fragmented edge of that, see, even using the back of this is awesome. But now if I were just to put this on here like this and not have just not go any further with that, I just keep going further. But if it was just like this, and then if you take, see, I had some buttons. Like if you have some buttons then, and maybe put 2 buttons right there, and then maybe a button here and a button here, and that's all there is, and you put all of that together. I think this is what I'm going to do, is to make this slow stitch book into a very fragmented piece into very fragmented pieces. And I love the looks of these threads. So as I stitch them together, if I just catch these threads, into my stitching, and then maybe put the threads under that button, and that kind of thing. And then I have, like, this is just a strip of fabric. I would want to have that more. See, you could put a little piece of something like that in, no, but maybe, but maybe not. But yeah, just like this. And then just start putting, you might just put a running stitch all the way down, borrow stitch, just whatever kind of stitch. You can go back and forth with your hand stitching. And I think the end of this, the end would be beautiful. Let's see, I need to get some threads under this one. And so that's just all I wanted to show you today. I'm just, I get so excited. And also you could do a lot of you like to have, probably have already done things like, what do you call them? Those, um, when you just stack a few things and pin them together. Pin them together. You don't even have to, sew them together. What do you call them? Clusters. So get your little fabrics and get them raggedy, and then stack them up. And this is where those snippet rolls you've been making, oh my goodness, just use them. Don't just make a snippet roll and then leave it off to the side and never do anything with it. Because once you do all that work in them snippet rolls, you want to use them for something. And so they're beautiful unused, but then they're beautiful once you start using them. And use them and get your things. And like here, then, like, I can take just that much, and then I can dig into my buttons and take one button and put that on the top of there, and then there you go. See? And then like this piece. So I've been cutting pieces off of here, but just pieces of stuff. I got this roll of lace here. Just have your stuff see, that's why it's good to have your stuff scattered around. Have it scattered around you. Because then if your pieces are in your vision field, then it's like, just so your peripheral vision, you see it, and it's right there, and don't plan ahead. And even this here, I didn't even plan this video ahead, but I'm liking what this looks like right here already. And so then I'll probably take a piece of embroidery floss. I like to use embroidery floss when I do my, here's my wad. I got a wad of embroidery floss here I've been pulling from. Oopsie, my mess. What am I doing over here? Okay. But anyway, I got just a wad here. And so if I were to take a piece out of my wad of embroidery floss, this is longer than I need, so I can cut this. And yeah, it might look like I have a mess here, and I do have a mess. I have to add glue, but this mess to me is, it's a lot of, I got a knot there, a lot of inspiration. My mess is inspiration right here. A lot of inspiration. And so and that's what I need. I get inspired by looking at a book like this, for one thing. This book is, I haven't closed this book since I got it. I love this book. I mean, there's so much. And you just looking at the pictures and then reading about that particular work of art or whatever. And because and the thoughts behind it, the thoughts that come to mind. Like and then there was one part in here that was talking about, you know, you're taking snapshots. If you take a picture of something, an old picture, you might have a picture and say, well, I don't even remember these people in this picture, so I'm just going to throw it away. Well, don't just throw it away. Cut that picture apart. Just cut it into sections. And then almost like a mosaic, put it back together, but not in order. And the colors and the shapes and the designs with that photograph, along with maybe some cut up pieces of a magazine page, and then put some fabrics in there too, like this, you know, just then it's a work of art. It's a work of art, and you're using up so much of what might be nothing, and then it turns into a an art piece, an art project. And even if you never display it, anywhere, maybe just put it into a little slow stitching book or a little art journal. You know, art journaling is kind of, to some people, it is kind of not, you know, a lot of people, like I was at one time, I would say, no, I can't do an art journal because I don't know how to do art. Well, soon as you put a mark on a page, it's art. Any kind of a mark on a page, it's art. If you get a coffee stain on your placemat on the dining room table, it's already a piece of art. And so you put your art journal here. I just made a mistake right there in my, it's not a mistake though. I went around this piece of fabric instead of through it. Oh, I did it again. Okay, but anyway, I'm not paying much attention. But see, now when you're stitching here too, you do not have to go into perfect lines or perfect whatevers. Oh, I went around now again. I did a whip stitch. Oh well, I'll just pretend like I planned that whip stitch when I'm just doing an in and out running stitch, and it just turned into a whip stitch. But this is how I do a lot. A lot of times I have my fabric, whatever I'm stitching, on the edge of the table. I just went around that one again. Okay, so that's just the way it works. And so, but see, now I can, well, where did I got that button there, and I want to get that button sewed in there, so I'm just going to go ahead and stitch that button in there now. So, oh, I went around that again. I didn't want to do that, but I did it. And so, like Bob Ross would say, it's just a happy accident. But see, now I have that on there. And I could just go all the way through. Now see, I'm just getting some of these threads anchored to the back piece, to the substrate, whatever you want to call that. And so, and I'll just put these stitches just haphazardly in here anywhere. I'm just getting some of these pieces just kind of nailed down in there so they don't leave me. Don't leave me, don't leave me. And so, and I'm not going in any direction, as you can tell. And so, but it's getting these pieces held down, and then I will be able to pick this up a little easier, and then work more in my lap once all the pieces I know aren't going to fall off. And then probably I may take another color of floss, and I may then go back and forth with another color. I might do that. But see, I don't plan ahead. I'm just going with whatever comes to mind, whatever I see. And I am so far thinking that this is going to be awesome. So see, I've already went just around it. Oops, I lost my needle come off my thread, or my thread come off my needle. When you sleep too much, I get such weird, vivid dreams when I sleep. But I can't tell you what I dreamed, but it was really, gosh, people were coming to me in my dream that have been gone from my life for a while. And that just was weird. I was very happy to wake up. Oops, I'm not having much luck here with this thread, so I'll cut the end off. Cut the end off and throw it on here. Okay, I have to always be quiet when I'm trying to thread a needle. I don't know why, but I do. Okay, see? Once I get kind of quiet, then I can thread the needle. And I'm just going to go up here through here now, through this area, because I want to get this part tacked down. And I'm going to go up through here, get some of those threads tacked down. I think all the separate pieces that I have here are pretty much now tacked. I had another button there, didn't I, at one time, but now I don't know where the button went. The button's over here somewhere. I put that one there, but that wasn't the one that I had here. Okay, it's probably somewhere in the floor. I don't know. But that's just how I work. And then I might go and find another button. Something like this I would only use like vintagey looking buttons. Old coat buttons. Yeah. That's weird that that button just disappeared. Maybe I'll borrow this button from this piece. I think I want a button down here. I think I want a button down there. Oh, I hear a 3-year-old, so she's home from the sitter. So she'll be in here any minute wanting to watch ping pong. But anyhow, there's a start. There's a start to that. It's very fragmented. It's very distressed. And it's going to go in a slow stitch book. I'm going to do a lot more stitching on this. I'll show it to you probably tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get on tomorrow. And I'll show you what I've come up with. And then I'm going to also work on this one that I started laying around out on this one. And as you can see, there's no work to it. There's no thought to it. Nothing. I mean, it's just get going and just do it and not worry about it so much. And I love this. And so this whole book is going to be filled up. I'll probably do it the same size as this one. So I put actually in two pieces, but I made 4 pages. But then I do every page on both sides, and then I actually end up with 10 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 art pieces on in that book that started out with just the cover and 2 pieces folded in half. So I haven't put a tie on here yet. I'm going to put a tie on there, and I will. I'll get that done too. But anyway, that's all I wanted to show you today. And let's read something. Let's see what Helen Steiner Rice wants for us to hear today. Prayers from the Heart. Bless me, Heavenly Father. Forgive my erring ways. Grant me strength to serve Thee. Put purpose in my days. Give me understanding enough to make me kind, so I may judge all people with my heart and not my mind. Teach me to be patient in everything I do, content to trust your wisdom and follow after you. Help me when I falter, and hear me when I pray, and receive me in thy kingdom to dwell with thee someday. God bless, that's a good one right there. But I don't think I have ever read one of Helen Steiner's, Steiner Rice's, her her poems that I haven't really, really enjoyed. She's like such my favorite, very favorite poet. But with that, I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, keep you safe and secure, keep you happy, humble, and honest, and healthy. And I will see you on the next video, and no matter how your day goes, stay at least till tomorrow. God bless and keep you. Thanks for watching.